If you are failing is an act. Like say if you fail a test in class, doesn't mean you're a failure. What you do in private, you show in public. So if you look like you're in shape, everybody knows what you're doing. If you're not in shape, everybody knows what you're doing. If you don't got your money straight, everybody knows what you're doing. So like say if you roll up on a car and it's real nice, you kind of give some information for people to evaluate. If you have a really nice car, they can say you're really in debt or you really have money. We just really don't know.
Well, the opposite is true too. Like if you drive, or you show up somewhere where the car is like completely beat up, like its fender is gone, tail lights or whatever are broken, people are like, I don't know how, that person's judgment is really good. I don't think they're a really good driver. So, I mean, you make judgments either way. Like, even when you're not intentionally doing so, it happens.
That's right. There's some people that are clean, but they look like they don't shower. So, I mean, you're going to treat them like, oh, he looks like he stinks or whatever.
Yes, they're not going to be willing to find out.
Right.
If you look like you stink, they're going to just take it on that. They're going to be like, I'm not going to get close because he looks like he smells.
Yeah, so the whole concept is, if somebody tells you bad judgment, it's not necessarily bad. You have to know where you're at. It's like, on the scale, you got to know how much you weigh so you know it can make progression. It's like a sign of measure. So when somebody gives you some advice, sometimes they can be assholes or they can be jerks or bullies. Yes, but sometimes there is some kind of truth. And sometimes people just talk shit to talk shit and they're just not saying anything. They're just being to be mean. But the whole thing is, if they're really being bullies, it's not true. It doesn't affect you.
Right. And then those are the people that you just don't associate. Like, why bother with them?
So if somebody tells me that I'm ugly, I'm like, dude, you're full of shit. Whatever. It's not going to hurt me.
It doesn't affect you because it's not true.
But if I think I'm kind of ugly and they tell me, well, that's the thing. Or if they tell me, man, you look raggedy, and I kind of am, and will kind of hurt, and I'll be like, don't be judging me. But I'm like, well, don't look raggedy, kind of. So it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just, to other people, it's very obvious when they tell you. But if you don't take it personal and be like, well, if I didn't know myself and I looked at myself, yeah, it does make sense. So that's like the superpower.
Absolutely.
Is knowing not to take it really personal. And what happens is when people are projecting to you, it's kind of like they're telling you, hey, dude, you need to clean your nose. You got a booger. And we don't like it, but that's what it is. So the whole thing is that if you are failing is an act. Like say if you fail a test in class, doesn't mean you're a failure.
Exactly.
That's why you have quizzes and then the final exam. So in life, it's like that thing. It's like we're doing things, people see it, they tell you, don't take it personal, you kind of like appreciate it, whatever. And then if they do have some truth into it, then good, now you know. Because sometimes it's like that person finds out the last is that their significant other is cheating on them and nobody told them. We're like, well, we didn't tell you because you can't handle it. That's an evaluation. Hey, somebody's cheating on you, and they can't even believe it. That's the whole thing. Would you rather be told, even though it's bad news? Well, yeah, because everybody knows it, nobody tells you, and then 5 years go by, the whole time I've been cheated on, nobody told me. Well, it's because you can't handle criticism, you can't handle judgment, you can't handle the truth. So just take it as information of where you're at, and not that you're a failure. But an indicator of where you are and where you need to go. That's the thing. When anybody tells you some kind of judgment, that's what they're really doing. If you guys got any value, hit the like button, and that tells us, because that tells us if you guys like it. If you put more likes, then we'll make more of that content. And don't forget to subscribe for more Perspective IQ.
Thanks.
All right.